Ford has released its first quarter sales figures for this year, showing an overall increase compared to last year. At first glance, this might seem like good news, but a closer look uncovers some notable trends. The Ford Bronco, especially, has taken a significant hit, with sales plummeting compared to the same period last year. On the other hand, Jeep Wrangler sales have been selling like hotcakes. Why? Well, join us as we tell you the 5 surprising reasons why Ford Bronco is not selling. Number 5. Insane market adjustments. When Ford announced the return of the beloved Bronco model, people went wild. Bronco was an iconic model from movies and television, and especially from the O.J. Simpson's chase. At the end of the day, any publicity is good publicity. So people were excited, and many of them had already put their orders in after it was announced, and were anxiously waiting for the delivery of their Bronco. Unfortunately, though, this excitement turned into annoyance when dealers started charging insane markups for Broncos. However, dealers charging markups for much anticipated vehicles isn't exactly huge news, especially if they're selling a car from their own inventory. What is huge news is that there have been many reported cases of Ford dealers not honoring their agreed-upon prices for customers who ordered the vehicle months or years ago, and still asking for a markup. We have a troubling story about a Ford Bronco order holder who found himself slapped with a $5,000 market adjustment fee, despite having reserved, ordered, and specified the vehicle himself. Initially, it seemed like the dealer was set on marking up the price due to certain circumstances. The drama unfolded when the owner requested a purchase order for his eagerly anticipated Bronco. He was shocked to hear the dealer say, MSRP was basically $59,000, but I'll sell it to you for $64,000. The owner expressed his disbelief at the situation, which unfortunately isn't an isolated case in the days when the new Bronco was released. Now, just to be fair, we need to remember the circumstances surrounding the time when Bronco came out. It was the days of the dreaded chip shortage because of the pandemic, and almost all of the dealers all across the country did not have any inventory to sell in the first place. This, of course, does not excuse the appalling dealer behavior and Ford's indifference to customers in this predicament. It's worth noting that the customer in this story felt let down by the automaker's response. Throughout this whole process, Ford was useless, the customer shared. I called them at least 8 times, asked to speak to anyone higher up, and all they could do was take the information and send it to their dealer relationship specialist. They told me that if I didn't hear back within a week, I should just go back to the dealership and resolve it myself. This experience highlights the limitations of the support Ford can offer, as dealers are independent franchises, and sometimes there's not much the automaker can do in such situations. Although this event had nothing to do with Ford or Bronco, nevertheless, it left a sour taste for many potential buyers of the Bronco. Because of dealership greediness, many people on the internet state that they canceled their order and went for a Wrangler or a 4Runner instead. As these models have been sold for a longer time, they didn't suffer from COVID shortages as much. Number 4. Lack of hybrid options under the hood. One of the biggest drawbacks of the Ford Bronco is its lack of modern powertrains. Don't get us wrong, the EcoBoost engines are solid and pack a punch. But in an era where the automotive industry is rapidly shifting towards hybridization and electrification, these engines are starting to feel outdated. As a result, some customers are beginning to steer clear of the Bronco. Many of its competitors are already offering hybrid options. For instance, the Jeep Wrangler now features a 4xe plug-in hybrid model, and the new Toyota 4Runner will also come with a hybridized iForce Max, which is not only able to produce a ton of power, but also great fuel economy. Without a green option in the lineup, the Bronco is beginning to look a bit dated compared to these rivals. The simplest solution for Ford would be to introduce a plug-in hybrid model to the Bronco lineup. Ford already has hybrid powertrains that could easily be adapted, like pairing the existing 2.3-liter or 2.7-liter engines with an electric motor and a robust battery. This could create a compelling option with excellent fuel efficiency and an EV range of at least 30 miles. Number 3. Shoddy build quality. A major drawback that's driving potential buyers away from the Ford Bronco is its disappointing build quality and craftsmanship. While we've already touched on the issues with the wobbly and poorly constructed removable cloth roof, That's just the tip of the iceberg. Inside the cabin, the materials feel subpar, especially given the high price tag of the Bronco. Buyers often find themselves frustrated with poorly aligned panels and other minor imperfections that detract from the overall experience. Despite being on the market for a few years now, Ford has yet to address these quality concerns effectively. As a result, many customers feel they're not getting the value they expect for their money. Another major issue that has driven customers away from the Ford Bronco is its excessive road noise, particularly noticeable on the highway. If you've been used to quieter rides, the Bronco's loud wind and road noise can be quite jarring. This is largely due to its poor insulation and the combination of a fabric top with a drag coefficient that's less than ideal. Many buyers have found the noise levels unbearable, prompting them to explore other vehicles that offer a quieter driving experience. Number 2. Manual transmission for me, but not for thee. We all got excited when Ford first showed off their awesome 7-speed manual transmission with a crawler gear for extreme rock crawling conditions. But when Ford finally opened the order bank for the Bronco, we were incredibly disappointed to see that the 7-speed transmission was only available for the 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder powertrain. Unfortunately, the more powerful 2.7-liter and 3.0-liter engines are paired exclusively with the 10-speed automatic transmission. For off-road enthusiasts, a manual transmission is often considered essential. It offers precise control over power delivery, which can be crucial when tackling challenging terrain. This limitation is particularly frustrating for those who crave a more hands-on driving experience in their off-road adventures. The 2.7-liter and 3.0-liter engines, which are better suited for rugged terrain, would greatly benefit from the availability of a manual transmission. The absence of this option drives many off-road fans to consider other models, contributing to the Bronco's declining sales compared to previous years. For the Bronco to compete more effectively, especially against models like the Jeep Wrangler, it would be a game-changer to see Ford offer the 7-speed manual transmission with the 2.7-liter V6 and 3.0-liter V6 EcoBoost engines. Expanding transmission options could enhance the Bronco's off-road prowess and make it a more attractive choice for those who demand the best of both power and control. Number 1. It's just too darn expensive. The entry-level Big Bend model of the Ford Bronco starts at $39,630. You'll find 6 drive modes to tackle various terrains, 17-inch wheels, LED headlights, and fog lights. Now we don't have time to compare every trim, but let's take a look at the most basic Jeep Wrangler trim, which is the Sport trim. In terms of features, it matches what Ford offers, but Jeep Wrangler Sport starts at $31,995 as of now. This is a significant difference for not a lot of additional features. Again, both of these trims are 2-door variants. Moving on to 4-door variants, Ford's most basic 4-door offering of the Big Bend trim starts at $40,730, whereas the 4-door variant of the Jeep Wrangler Sport starts at $36,595. Again, a big difference for not a lot of substance. Unfortunately, it doesn't get any better as we move on to higher trims. The Black Diamond trim, starting at $43,330, enhances the Bronco with rugged features and additional capabilities. Key upgrades include 7 drive modes for superior off-road performance, a heavy-duty modular front bumper, a powder-coated steel rear bumper, and rock rails for added protection. The Black Diamond also boasts heavy-duty skid plates and auxiliary switches mounted in the overhead console. The Outer Banks trim, starting at $47,190, offers an impressive array of features for those seeking a blend of style and functionality. Standard equipment includes 6 drive modes, 18-inch wheels, LED headlights and taillights, powder-coated tube steps, and heated cloth front seats. The Badlands trim, starting at $50,095, is designed for serious off-road enthusiasts. It features rugged 17-inch carbonized gray wheels and 33-inch tires, making it well-equipped for challenging terrains. The Wild Track trim, starting at $60,225, offers a range of advanced features and enhancements for off-road enthusiasts. It comes equipped with the Mid and Sasquatch packages, which include a robust 2.7-liter engine paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission featuring trail control. Additional features include 7 drive modes, including Baja, a modular shadow black hardtop, and distinctive Wild Track hood graphics. The Raptor, starting at $90,035, is the ultimate performance-focused Bronco. It boasts a standard twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter V6 engine that delivers 418 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Standard features include advanced Fox adaptive dampers, massive 37-inch all-terrain tires, and the high-performance off-road stability suspension, ensuring exceptional handling and off-road capability.